Welcome to today's motivational quote. Today's quote is, "A ship is safe in harbour, but that's not what ships are for." This is by John A. Shedd. And the quote is interesting because we all know that when a ship is in harbour, it comes to no harm. However, as the quote says, that's not what ships are for. Ships are for being out on the open sea, outside of harbour, and taking their chances and going and exploring new places. And the problem is that we're like that in life, that sometimes we like to stay within our comfort zone. And when we're in our comfort zone, we're happy. And we don't like to take a risk. Now, we really shouldn't live life like that, because if we always live in our comfort zone, we'll never explore different aspects of life. And I know I do it, and I know lots of people do it, that people say, I'm not going to take that risk. I'd sooner be where I am rather than take a risk and then risk everything, they think. But a lot of the times, if we don't take a risk, we don't grow. And if we don't grow, we don't become better people. And we're afraid to take a risk because we think that by taking a risk, something is going to happen, and usually something bad. But the fact of the matter is that sometimes it's not something bad that will happen, it could be something amazing that will happen. For example, the salesperson who's a bit nervous and doesn't want to make that sales call. Well, that's not what they became a salesperson for. They became a salesperson to talk and communicate with people. What about the entrepreneur, or the would-be entrepreneur who wants to start his own business, or her own business, but he's afraid to do it? Well, without taking a risk, you don't know whether your business will be a success or not. So today's thought is, what are you doing that keeps you in your comfort zone, and what is it that you would like to do? And is it possible for you to put a plan into place in order to move out of that comfort zone slightly and start to take calculated risks? And this is the whole point, that I'm not saying that you have to say, okay, I'm going to give up my job and I'm going to start a new business. I'm going to give up my job and I'm going to start to travel. You need to take calculated risks, bit by bit. Build up your confidence. And once you take one risk, well, then you take another risk. And once you take that risk, you take another risk. And you keep building your confidence until before you know it, you've sailed out of that harbour and you're looking back at the land and saying, wow, I never knew I could explore so many different places. So that's the motivational quote for today. I'll see you tomorrow.